You see him on the news.
CNN.com contributor, Dean Obadala. So, Dean...
Watch him at comedy clubs.
When I say Mecca, do you think of a holy place or an urban clothing line?
Read his articles. And you hear him on the radio. The Dean Obadala Show is on live right here on SiriusXM Progress, Channel 127.
And welcome to the show, brothers and sisters of the resistance. Monday, February 11th, Dean Obadala. Yes, my voice sounds a little weird probably because I'm getting over a cold. We were in D.C. all week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We interviewed 12 or 15 members of Congress. We were out standing outside and the Green New Deal rollout with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez there and Senator Markey and others. And then I got a cold. And I stayed in all weekend, except for Sunday, yesterday, to go on Reverend Al's show on MSNBC for a little while. But I'm feeling better, although my voice probably sounds better for radio than usual. It's deeper, like a radio. Hey, good evening, folks. I'm a radio voice today. But in real life, I have a cold. By tomorrow, I'll be back to Squeaky Dean probably, or maybe the day after that. So we have a lot to talk about. Obviously, a lot of things going on in Virginia. But it's more. There is so much I am confused about dealing with Virginia and blackface and different polls that came out in Virginia, Washington Post, but a Pew poll that came out today. But first, here's SNL last night. We put this together, a couple of cuts in a great sketch where Kenan Thompson, who's African-American, plays a black member of the Virginia legislature in a room talking to members of the legislature, all white, about 20 of them, and trying to find out how many have wore blackface. And if they have any questions about blackface, he was happy to answer them, and he promised not to get mad. That's the premise. Here's the comedy clip number 1, please.
It's extremely embarrassing to the state. And as chair of the ethics committee, I have to ask, has anybody else worn blackface in college?
I have a question. What if the blackface was just part of your costume of a black person?
You see, Tom, that's the exact kind of thing that we're looking for here today. Yes, Barbara.
Does it count if you did it all the way back in the 80s?
No, of course not. It was funny and cool in the 80s.
Well, no, I'm going to stop you right there, Phil. It does still count, and it was never funny or cool.
But what if the costume won a contest?
What was the contest?
Blackest face.
Am I in hell?
So funny stuff there. And it's funny because of polls today that I am stunned by. I